reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we don't.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
We play to win. Let's go!
Ready? Check Mike 54. Mike 50. Blue draw quarter. Step.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Henry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Go!
Mike 54.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league is going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Derrick Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a first carry for their fullback.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play, he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He's got daylight. The 40. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Tannehill. Completes it to Davis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Tennessee.
Alert three.
Now it's Henry. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
You got three down.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
It's a party now. Two. Wide.
Following the interception, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Cousins gives way to Cook. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Gun.
Banjo. Switch.
Black.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Titans nothing.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now Cousins on 4th down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Ricky.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Third and 3.
Right there,
54 Mike. Watch the run. They're running, man.
Cousins now. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14. Titans nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Check Mike 54.
They'll run with Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A first down carry for Henry. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught at the 7. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, 26 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. Joseph now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Titans take over first and
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
On the ball.
This is Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40 and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First down, Tennessee.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Go.
54. Mike 54.
Yep.
Get the ball. Right there. 54. Right there.
Henry out of the pistol. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Last stop. Last stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
On the double.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sip through.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now he's flushed out left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
And 2 stop. 54.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Routine spill.
On second down, it's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Joseph now to kick this one away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
54 Mike. 6-man.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on second down. Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They run. Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. A pair of first downs gives them a first and 10 up at the 44. Here's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Jayon Brown able to run it down for a loss of a yard.
At the 43-yard line.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11.
We got it. Check.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll run for it. Cook. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it second and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Titans' 34-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, here we go.
Hey, 382, left 50. Black.
Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hey, Jahan, 180. 54. Mike, 54. You must be dreaming.
They'll run with Cook. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Jahan, 180.
Mike 5-4. Here we go, D.
They'll try to run with Madison, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here? And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Come on, let's go.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 29, Tannehill. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm coming for you, you mom.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. The open man is Smith. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. Again, it's Lewis. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for 1st. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football ball back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They run again on first down. Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with fourth down and a yard. To throw his Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. On first down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Again, it's Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Third and long for Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw on second and 10. Tannehill goes underneath for Henry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his third and 1. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
Ready? Hey, let go. Hey, one set. Check, go on. 54. Pick it up. 5.
Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They snap it to Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Emerson Griffin. And the Vikings are going to win this football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Throwing here, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
You ain't got nothing. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's go.
Cousins to throw it. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 30 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Down. 90 Wolf.
Go.
Tannehill on 1st down. He's got Smith here. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
At the 42-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And that was